Welcome back, whippersnappers. This is Gramps, and we are in Shapez2. And boy, howdy, we have got a lot of stuff going on. This is our 10th episode, and we get to finally play with choo-choo trains. I've been looking forward to this ever since it was announced. So very excited for that. We also have, this guy's finished, so let's go ahead and get that rocking. And let me do a quick look at research points because I just want to see what we've got in the way of train stuff. The fluid wagon would be good to have, and we're still a couple points away from that. So, but we do have this one is going in pretty quickly, so I think we'll be good to go. And I think that will probably be worth at least 3 points, right? Let's see here. Yes, that's worth 4 points. So we'll have a little bonus, a little extra. And we also have this shape. So let's look at trains. So this trains, we just hit the milestone for trains last episode. And let's take a look at it. So it's going to walk us through a couple of little tutorial dealy bobs here. So if we go into the train menu, we can see here that we've got rails, including launchers, which is kind of cool. But I wonder if those automatically jump. I'm assuming they do. Rail routing, this is for when you have different colored trains. There's 4 different colored trains, and you can buy those as upgrades. You get the red one for free, and then there's green, blue, and white. Then there's shape loading and unloading. And there is an empty spot here, so I'm guessing that's for something fun. The train stop tells the train where to stop. And wagons, so we've got different variations on wagons. I'm not sure what the variations are, but this the wagons hold shapes. And and then there's also there'll be a wagon for fluids as well, like the paint. And then this is the locomotive, and the locomotive is the variations are for the different colors. So it wants us to place 10 rails. Now, if you play Factorio, you'll know that there's kind of 2 ways to do trains. You can do loops, or you can do point to point. And it appears to me that Shapez is more of a point-to-point kind of deal. Oh, look at this. This is already full. So we are good to go there. And then we should be able to set that up nice and easy. So that is the way things are done here. So it's a little different. They also, if you see that the rails are kind of curved at the ends, the trains go in the direction of the arrow. So that if we put a train down here, it's going to go this way, and then it loops under and comes back. Some gravity-defying magic. So to place a locomotive, you're just going to click on that and select the color that you want. Again, right now we only have red, and you can see you can really only place that there. So you can see what it looks like. And then then we place wagons, and you can place 1 wagon, or you can place multiple wagons. You can go hog wild. But we're just going to do 1 wagon for now. Then we can place a train stop. So there's a train stop. So the train comes, and where you place a stop, that's where the locomotive stops. Okay. So we have 2 train stops on this line. Now it wants us to place a shape loader. So here's a loader, and again you line it up on the rail, and you can flip it to the other side. Alright, so this is where materials would load in. And then over here we're going to place an unloader. So again, same thing. We can have them unload to this side or to the other side. So that's the way it works. It's pretty straightforward, actually. And let me show you an example. I did mess around with the blueprints a little bit. So I've got a raw resources, and under raw resources I've got a miner block. And so this is an upper and a lower miner together, and they are they are just working together. So I'm going to bring this up here. I'm going to, oops. Look at that. Stop it. Okay. So I'm going to do a loader on this side. And add those both in there. So there'll be lower and level 1 and level 2 shapes coming in. And you'll see what it does. It's kind of cool the way it works. I have done a little bit of testing since the last episode, but I like it. I like the way the train works. So as these are feeding in, and this is the second level ones that are coming in first. So this would be, you can see they're tiered like this. So this is first level input, second level input, third level input. And right now we only have 2 levels, but pretty soon we've got some first level ones coming in. So it starts filling up, and as these blue little pills fill up, it's just stockpiling them in here. Once it gets full, it's going to create a little pack of these shapes, and it's going to poop them out this way, and then they'll just sit right here and wait for the train. And then as the train pulls up, it will load them in. It's kind of cool. And then it gets over to the other one and does the same thing. It unloads, and you can see again the train car is tiered 1, 2, and 3. And here comes this one, and it'll just take whatever's there. So it might take this one. Nope, it didn't get there quick enough, which is okay, because now maybe we can get this one. I think it's going to get this one first, to be honest. But you can see you can have, each car can carry 3 of them at once. It gets here and it drops it off and comes in here, and then we're going to start seeing shapes. So see, it just starts spitting them out. So that's how trains work. Then we can get these to come in here and just trash them. That didn't work. Okay, there we go. And you can see it brought in the second batch as well. So there we go. That's how trains work. I don't know why I did all that. I'm just going to delete this. Okay, so just wanted to show you that. Now I do want to test this. If we've got trains coming up here, does it create a, is that a jump? I don't think so. So I think it doesn't do it automatically. Or maybe it did, because that's what it looked like. Let's try this again. And then if we come here, put in a locomotive. So again, as you see, you could have multiple cars going at once. Is this gonna do it? Oh, look at that. Well, that's cool. It goes underneath too. So yeah, that's how you do it. But you could do a much bigger jump if you wanted to. Oh, does that work? No, I don't think so. How do we do it? There we go. And this station's in a horrible location. Yeah, so that's the fold. What's going on here? Okay. So yes, you can jump in that way. Now it's interesting too how the train jump. Well, I guess the underneath these have different settings too. So that works with that. Excellent. Good to go. Let's look at our shapes here and see if we can get these guys doubled up the way we want. Alright, so this is kicking these out in a multiple different ways. Let's get this one to do, let's see here. So we've got bottom lefts. So what I'm going to do is get rid of this, this, and this, and make these all bottom lefts by doing that. So I'm just shift clicking these to force them in, and then turn on the upper level. Oops. Same thing. So these are bottom left, so what we want is the other ones to be upper right. Oh, wait. Okay. Let's, sorry, it's a long weekend. So we want these ones to be upper right, is what we want. So that's upper right. And then the other ones will be the 180 degree turn. So these are just a quarter turn to the right. Then we do a 180 on these. Then we're going to combine these, and that's going to create this shape here. Quick and easy. And let's just do it right here. So we're just going to use the regular stacker. Boom. So I did create another blueprint that I'm pretty happy with. I kind of wanted to show you this. So a lot of times, let's see if we have, this is a good example here. So we've got our green square and our stacked on our red square. So those are easy things to do. We should be able to blast out, see, like right now, we could be blasting out 2 levels of green squares. And we should we do have 2 levels of red squares. So what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna cut that off, and this is just temporary. And I'm gonna come back in here and draw on those bottom ones. So we've got 2 layers of both. Now the stacker that I've got, this guy, is great when you're just going to output 4 on the lower level, and you can change that to be upper level. and you're taking one in on the top and one in on the bottom. Cool, groovy. But I made a double stacker, stacker double. And you can see here, you feed the top in over here and the bottom in over here, and you feed a full 8 belts of both in, and that's going to kick out 8 belts of your shape. Okay, so let's see, where does this guy go? This goes into here and here and here, does all that. Okay, so that's working on that shape, which is great. We're not going to destroy all that, but we're just going to give it a break. And I'm going to move this up here a bit, and then not using that, but instead using this. Oops, nope. I'm just going to feed those in there, and I'm going to take these and feed them in there. So now we've got upper and lower reds. They're going to be on the bottom because I've got bottom labeled here. Upper and lower greens, you can see there's a full 8 belts of greens coming in there. And this just took me a long time to do all the threading. But you can see our shape at the end is what this guy is. So then all I need to do is funnel it out of here. Not like that. Did that go? No. Alright. This is annoying. Okay, we're going to just cut you off for a minute. Boink and boink. And bring them in here. So we'll have 2 belts of these guys coming in. And we're just gonna do this. Into there. Okay, perfect. Okay. So those are going to go in, and pretty quickly here we'll have that task done. And then next we just need to do a cut in half, which is super easy. And then this is those 2 shapes combined. So yeah, we can get some easy research points with all of this. So trains are great for situations like this. Like, see how I've got this huge lane here, all this stuff. Trains are gonna they're gonna deliver these quicker, but also use less resources. You know, when we have limited platforms, and right now we're not that limited. We have, you know, we've got 2,000 platforms that we can still use, but the train rail doesn't count against that. See, when I make a huge belt, so it says 2026, now it's down to 1951. Gonna slowly delete all those. Alright, so back to 226. Now instead, if I make a huge rail and do all that, you see we're still 2026. So that is where that comes in super handy. Plus, as I said, it's quicker. And when you've got a shape depository this big, you know, you could be, first of all, you know, once we get the 3rd level unlocked, I mean, you can just be getting tons of these squares shipped out to wherever you need. So that is the benefits of those guys. And I talked before about redoing one of these shapes, one of the milestone shapes. That was operator, this guy. Yeah, this is so simple, just a blue square and a red circle. You know, really, there's no reason why I need to be making that red circle this way, which is the way we currently are making it. So, see, that's, yeah, leading to red circles. So I think what I would rather do is find a spot that has a circle and a square and a red and a blue close to each other. So here's a red and a blue and a square, and I don't see a circle right nearby, so that's okay. I have seen a lot of circle shapes. Here's another square, and again, for these ones, it doesn't really matter if it's far away, because we can just power them in. There's a square. I'm not seeing circles. Where are my circles at? I'd rather just pull the whole shape and not have to actually build it. Alright, that's our main hub. Yeah, so we are super zoomed out right now. Here's a circle, here's a square, and there's a blue and a red. Okay. So let's do this. And come in here. And copy this. And right here, I think it's L. Operator 1. And I'm just going to paste that in. Okay. So this just gives us a general area where it is. And this one is done, as I said. So we just need to cut it in half. Let's go over and do that quickly. That's just such an easy thing. So where's our 2-level half cut? Oh, that's right, we need 2 of those. Okay. Done. Yep. Okay, so those are going to go very quickly as well, just like this guy is now done. So that one's done, and I don't have to worry about it at all anymore. Alright, back over here. So I'm going to raw resources, grab a miner block, and you see the way I did this miner block. The idea is that I've left it this way. Once I get that 3rd level opened up, then I'll have another miner level 3 over here with the 3 resources coming in, and it'll just merge all into this one belt. Okay. So this one is going to be blue. You know, I'm just going to take it from here. And again, I did the same thing, fluid block. So when I'm placing this down, I'm leaving a space up here. That's where the 3rd level would go. And let's do this. Oops, no, it's back here. Oh my goodness, the doggies are barking. Alright, so that's where we're going to do blue squares. Those are on the bottom, and then red circles are on the top. So we just need our miner block. Alright, let's get one of our painters. level painter. I think I named these incorrectly. Yeah, I don't know what my naming convention was for this. It doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. But there we go. So I have paint coming in, and that's wrong. Okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense for left. Alright, then it's going to come out here. Then, here's our red fluid. Okay, that was left. Let's see if right makes sense. Painter right, 2 level. Yeah, that works. Okay, and then these come out here and here. And all we need is our stacker double. And we want it this way, right? Ah, no. Incorrect. Yeah, top and bottom. Perfect. Oops. There's our top, and there's our bottom. Excellent. So this is going to start making 2 layers of that shape. Now, eventually, I'm going to make a 3-level stacker. So it'll take 3 levels of input from each side and kick out 3 levels. But that is not now. So I'm going to have this come out here. Then let's get some rails going. And we just want that. All right. Oops. Okay. I think that will just kick it in. Alright, what's going on with these guys? We don't have any shapes yet. We don't have any paint yet. So that blue paint's taking a long time to get here. Red paint, too. We've got shapes and shapes. So we're good to go. And then let's go ahead and get our train going. Now another thing I could do is I could set up a train line to just bring blue paint in, and another one to bring red paint in. So you can go as wild as you want with the trains. I don't know that there's a huge cost for any of that stuff. Green and red squares. Let's go back to the home base here. So we've got green squares and red squares. All right. Okay, what would happen if we did a 2-level half destroy here? and then do a half destroy here, and a 180 rotate half. Would that get us what we want? That's on the... Let's see, that is on the west side. And these are coming in on the east side, so I think that is going to work. Yeah, see, that's our shape. Alright, good to go. We're going to clear some other junk out of there first. Alright, back to our train over here. Okay, now we've got all that coming in, and yes, we have our shapes. Perfect. And where we're headed? We're headed all the way in here. Alright. Oh my goodness. You see what I mean? It's trains can go quite a distance. And I'm just going to run it into right there. And I will give it a stop and an unloading station. Then we're just gonna belt them on in. Okay, excellent. Now we just have to figure out how we're gonna do these ones. I think we're just gonna do this, because these are not needed. So I'm going to kibosh those guys, and fix all that. Then down below we will do this. Yes. Alright, so all I'm going to do, I'm just going to get those guys in. And there's our first batch coming in. Now the good thing is, with a longer train line like this, see, there's already another batch waiting. And by the time it gets back the next time, there'll be another one waiting. Because you can see, here's the train. You can see how quickly that's going. And in fact, that is on our upgrades list. 2 is train speed. So we can upgrade that. And capacity. So right now each of those bricks holds 360. But eventually they'll hold 540, which is a lot. So we've got some points now but I think I'm going to unlock the fluid wagons because those are vital. Filler wagons, I haven't messed with that, but I think what that is to put in a spacer so you could have it stop at multiple stops along the way and pick up different things into different wagons. So I think that helps space those out. And wires, larger foundations, these are all good things too. I could do both those train upgrades. We've got 17 points. So 16 for those two. Our next upgrade here, though, is 1, 2, 3. I don't know if we have to have painting upgrade at the same time. So that'd be 21 to upgrade all those guys. Get those rocking quicker. This one upgrade takes it to 540, and then next upgrade is going to take it to 720. Yeah, I'm just going to do that, and that's all I'm going to spend on upgrades right now. That is cool. So, yeah, you can see there's our. So you can see that speed compared to this speed, right? Where is it? There. A lot quicker. So that's the way to do it. And yeah, we're good here. So now that that's a larger stack too, because see this one is run out and it's fed all these in, which is good. We've got those going because we don't have them coming in the other location we did before. I'm going to just get rid of that belt, and this belt was our, yeah, that's a shape we still want to make. That's our other operator shape. That's this guy. Yeah, that's the one using this. So that's right here, or right here. So once this line of shapes is done, what is this? Oh, no, what's going on? Okay. Well, that's useless. We'd be done by now. Okay, so these are going in now. I was wondering why this one wasn't clocking it. But once that line is done with the next one, then we're going to be good on that. And let's get ready for that. So that's this. Do we have gray circles anywhere else handy? It's interesting that you can't unpaint things. So these guys are all coming in, but I don't think these are being used anymore. Nope, they're not. And that whole lane is done. So I'm going to get rid of all that. What do you think of that? And this is 2 rows, and that is 2 rows. Good. So I'm going to use a double stacker for that, and the next one, so that's going to be, if we do it this way, yeah, we want this to come over here. Into the stacker. Double. Yep. And then what I would do is I'll cut this and just run these right in here, and then out here back into the belt. So easy to do with blueprints. Good to go. And yeah, we've got more train stuff coming by. So these are now have 540 in each pack. So I'm wondering if that might last long enough for when the train gets back. And look, see, these are stacking up here already too. So very cool. Thank you so much for joining. If this is helping you out in any way, or if you're enjoying it, please feel free to like and subscribe. And we're going to keep on going. We'll start working on these milestone shapes next, and just looking into the future. Yeah, these are all going to be combined, so we'll want these. Yeah, we'll just grab one of these shapes because these are out there in the wild, and we'll paint them blue, ship them in, and then we'll get those going. So quick and easy. It should be a good way to go. And yep, so there we go. Delivering more, and let's see if these ones are lasting. Nope, it just finished. But I don't know if that was a full 540 stack. That may not have been. But even so, I believe our train is arriving pretty quickly here. So yeah, that will get to a stage where it does, it'll last for this. So that's great. Awesome. Thank you so much. This is Gramps, signing off.